All right. The Last American Guido. Bunch of good guys. Make sure you go check out that movie. But this is my featured act for tonight. It's my honor to have her on the show. You've seen her on the hit MTV reality show, The Jersey Shore. Let's give a late night welcome for the lovely, the gracious Angelina Pivarnick. What's up?
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Have a seat and clip yourself.
Okay.
Before you get clipped. That's what we tell everybody.
Awesome.
They put it right over here so they could hear you. You good?
Yeah.
All right, Angelina, finally got you on the show.
Yes.
After all these years.
Yes.
She's been in the witness protection program all this time. I finally got her back. Nah, I'm only teasing. It looks like life is treating you good these days.
Yes.
Now, before we get into all the new stuff, and you've been quite busy lately, a lot of people want to know, being a lot of emails. Tell us, how'd you get your big break? How'd you get cast for one of the original members of the hit show, The Jersey Shore?
Well, I was just basically in a nightclub one night and I got chosen. Like, some girl just like tapped me on my shoulder and she was like, "Oh my God, you're like so full of energy and like, I've been watching you for a half an hour, so we really, like, I want you in the back right now to interview." And then the bouncers kicked us out of the back. And she was like, "All right, here's my card and then come tomorrow to interview." So I basically interviewed the next day and like, it was like, that was it.
What was the club? Where were you?
It was at Sweet in Brooklyn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never been there, but I heard.
It was called, what is it, Pastosas?
Pastels?
Pastels, there
Yeah.
we go. Oh my God, yes.
That's when it was the Guido. That's when
Pastosas, wait, what am I saying?
yeah, that's all right. The Guidos used to hang out at Pastels. I went there a couple of
All right.
times back in the day.
That's what it was, yes. And everybody always swears by that place. Like, for, I don't know how old you are, but like.
I'm
yeah.
35.
But excuse me.
that much older.
I'm just saying that's like basically like the best place, like that all the guys and the girls went, all like the gangsters,
Yep.
like you guys all went there.
That was the best.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what goes on. We'll get arrested.
Oh God, I don't even want to know then.
Now, who was the lady who spotted you?
She was a casting producer.
And then what was the steps after that? How did it work? I mean, were there a bunch of people that they picked from when you were all together?
No, it wasn't like together in like one room. It was like just me, like with the producers, and then I just had to like they would ask me like questions, and like I would just answer them whatever way I wanted. And
They
like,
just wanted you to be you.
I was just answering them like really weird and absurd and like crazy and just like party girl, and they loved every second of it.
Now, how old were you? 21, 20?
22.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
I thought you were young. 22 is still a young age.
It was very young.
When you're 22, 21, you think you're at the top of the world. You know?
Oh yeah,
When
well I
20
was at that point.
Well, beside that, I know a lot of stuff went down. I mean, it's a crazy business. You know, without getting crazy, in your words, I know you like to tell everybody, what was some of the drama that actually led you enough just that you wanted to leave, and then you weren't having no fun no more, and you wanted to go?
The drama was basically Mike and Snooki. They were like the major people that made me just want to leave because, and that's another thing. Everybody thinks I got kicked off. No, no, no. I left on my own terms.
I got the inside scoop. That's true.
Yes, and that is true. A lot of the tabloids, they want to say that I, got kicked off. I did not get kicked off. I walked off under my own will. Like, I just wanted to leave. And the first season, the casting, like Sally Ann Salzano, she's like the head of 495 Productions. And she's like, "Listen, I don't think you should leave." And I'm like, "You know what? I really want to leave right now. I don't feel comfortable here and whatever." And I should have listened to her the first season because when I left, they wanted me to come back the second season and the show blew up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, damn, it was like they called me the Beatle that left.
Yeah, I was just going to say something like that. You know what it is? It's like with these rock bands that get back together, most of them hate each other and they're all in their own tour buses. And
Exactly.
They leave. It's their own
Yeah.
separate ways, but they do it because the money's there. When you're older, you can make that decision. When you're young, you don't have the patience to deal with it.
Yeah, you know what? And a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you left. Oh my God, why would you leave?" And like, if you're not in that position, you don't know what I was going through. Like, if you were ever bullied or like just like abused mentally, then people would understand where I'm coming from as why I wanted to walk off so bad. I mean, Mike just came out recently and said he was on drugs.
Yeah, he was on Dr. Oz.
Doctor,
I saw that.
no, the doctors.
The doctors, I mean.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I saw the clip.
And he's actually now he's like willing to come out and say, "Listen, I was on drugs." and that's why I was acting the way I was. But he's also like blaming Dancing with the Stars and blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish him the best of luck with his life. I wish no like harm on him, but like the way he treated me during my episodes and having to be on the show and everything, he just like made my life a living hell. So I'll never forget that.
See, a lot of people don't realize what was scripted and what wasn't, what was reality. What was most of that? Was it all pretty much all improv, or some of it was scripted, or how did that work?
I mean, some of it was like scripted where they would say, oh, say this again, and we want you to go back over there and open that door again and come back in, and it was like
basic
that.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I look like this. You're on season 1. That's the most important season out of anything in any box set.
Exactly.
As you said, the fifth Beatle.
I mean, listen, if people want to say I jumped off the bandwagon and then went back on, so be it though, right? I mean, if MTV wanted me to come back and I was like, you know what, let me just try this again. And people were like, oh, you should have, came in the house and sat all the girls down and spoke to the girls. But I don't know, I just felt like we were all talking about each other in between the break from first season to second. So like, because they were bigger celebrities at that point, that I had to bow down to them.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, you know what, like you were talking about me, so I was just holding my ground and like talking about you, so it's okay for you to talk about me because you were on the show more? No, that's
Put it
not
this
how
way.
it goes.
When it first came out, it was a big buzz, and I was like, Jersey Shore, what is this stuff? And then my girlfriend was watching. Oh, you got to watch it. I was like, I hear a lot of things. And then when I sat down and watched it, then I started liking it, and then I started getting into the show. But I liked your character, and I loved Uncle Nino the best. And Uncle Nino.
He just called me the other day.
Let me tell you this.
Actually.
Uncle Nino always said good things about you. He never said nothing bad.
Yes, he actually he always says very nice things to my face, and I like that, and I think he's a very nice guy. He's very crazy, and he's funny.
He's the greatest guy to hang out with.
He's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Like, he is so funny.
He's
crazy. He's crazy, but like in a funny, good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he has a big heart. I love Uncle Nino. Uncle Nino, you're watching.
He's cool.
Yeah, so listen, it is what you chalk it up for experience is going to get you onto the next level.
But look, bigger and better things coming my way, and I've had so many better things come my way, and that was just like what I think is just like a stepping ladder. Like, that was what made me go from this to that.
You were born on Staten Island.
Yes.
What was your life actually like before the Jersey Shore blew up?
Well, I just had like a normal childhood. I don't know, my parents were divorced. Everybody's parents are divorced nowadays, so I guess it's a normal thing. And I have 2 sisters. They're younger than me. Right now, one's 24 and one's 22. And so I was the oldest. And, like, I just grew up regular, just a regular kid in Staten Island.
What high school did you go to?
I went to Wagner High School.
All right, cool. I went to Tottenville.
Nice. Yeah. So did my father.
I actually graduated, believe it or not.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
My father told me he'd kick my butt if I didn't graduate.
Well, that's great,
and
though.
And he bribed me with a car, so.
Well, you wanted a car, right? So there you go. But, yeah, so my father went there. That's pretty funny. And I went to CSI, but then, like I said, I was out one night and I got chosen for a show, and I walked out of college for that.
And it was like overnight.
It was like it was crazy, like just overnight, and my life has never been the same ever since that day.
It's like a rocky road sometimes.
It's just people don't understand it, and people think like, oh, being a celebrity or being, in movies or on TV is like so easy. No, it's not. No, it's very hard.
It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work, and it's a nightmare. There's a lot of drama, and there's a lot of stuff you got to deal with. It's where your heart, where you want to go. It's your passion.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's weird because I didn't really want to do this. Like growing up, like I didn't really think, oh, I want to be an actress.
That's what I was going to say. Something like this just came out of left field.
Just came out of left field. Like, I never said to myself, like, I want to be famous. I want to be on TV. I want to be on reality. Because when I was a kid, reality wasn't even, like, heard of at that point.
No.
So, like, nobody knew that reality was going to be as big as it is today.
I never thought it would be as big as, but you know what? I believe, and this I'm not saying because you're here, the Jersey Shore, I believe, made that roadmap. There was a couple of reality shows, but they
like
never
Flavor of Love and I Love New York
that was a little
and all
different,
that.
But they never made it as far and as big. I mean, Jersey Shore cast members at MTV Music Awards, at the Oscars, at the Emmys. I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
You got Vinny on the red carpet at the MTV Music Awards. It's like, come on.
That's what I was at the MTV Movie Awards,
I know.
the first, and I remember like walking on the red carpet, and I looked to my left, and I'm like, oh my God, there's Jessica Biel next to me. Oh my God, Lindsay Lohan's on my right, and I was just like, there was like paparazzi everywhere, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like Sean P. Diddy came up to me and said hi. Like I was just like, I can't believe I watched these people growing up, and now I'm like just hanging out with them at an after party. It's insane. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Who was the nicest guy that you actually met, celebrity-wise?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah?
He's so cool.
You met him?
Yes.
Nice?
Very nice.
That's cool.
And he's good looking in person.
Yeah. Well,
Jennifer Aniston was so
I
pretty.
love Jennifer Aniston.
And she's so nice.
I like Lindsay Lohan, too. I like a little bit of a trouble.
I hung out. I'm very good friends with her father, and I'm like very close with her mother, but I'm more close with her father.
Love to get her on the show.
Oh, Dina?
I'd have fun with her. I might get arrested after.
I could ask Dina to come on the show. I think Lindsay, I don't know how she is now, but like I know when I met her and I was hanging out with her in LA, she was just like off the wall, crazy. Yeah. Like you couldn't even have a conversation with her. So I don't know how she is now, like I said.
Do you watch the Charlie Sheen show? The
No.
anger management? She was on an episode with Charlie, and she played herself. So Charlie plays a therapist, and he had to babysit her.
Oh.
So it was funny. And at the end of the story, he wound up having his beer bottles in the back of his car, and she took his car to go leave because she got mad, and then the cops pulled her over, and they found all the beer bottles, and they arrested her. So it was
in real life?
In the TV
on the show.
It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
You know, so you definitely got to check that out.
That is so real life though with her, right? She's always getting arrested, that girl.
Now listen, why don't you talk about all the stuff that you got a lot of projects going on. I mean, and I hear a lot of stuff. So why don't you tell me in your own what's going on? You get a reality show, movie roles, acting classes, all the stuff. Tell me what's going on.
I decided to take acting classes, and you know what? It's working well for me. I just feel like it's a pain in the butt to go back to school, but I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going to be great doing it. Like
it's always good to go back to school for anything.
Exactly. So my teacher just like swears by like, oh, if you do it this way, you're going to be great. And he's very like well known himself. He was on Seinfeld. He was in a million movies.
You want to say your teacher's name?
Peter Alice is his name.
All right, cool.
He's like such a cool guy, and he's just like very down to earth, and he just teaches it how it is and how it's supposed to be and all this, and like he just gets down to the point, and I like that.
Is he a little tough if like people come in there with an attitude?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But he's very sweet too. He's so sweet, and like he's just like an all around nice, normal, down to earth guy, you know? And he's got so much potential, like to just go into all these different things and everything. And he's been around for so many years. So like I like look up to that guy because he's so cool.
Yeah, those are the people you gotta put yourself around.
Exactly. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Now, what's this buzz about a possible reality show?
Well, I filmed my own pilot in LA, and now they want to do. They were thinking like, okay, do you want to just film your own reality show, or do you want to do a web series? Because a web series nowadays is like becoming so big.
It's huge, and it's going to be the future.
Exactly, and everybody's telling me that.
Big time.
So they just called me up the other day, and they said, do you want to just do a web series? And I was like, you know what, fine. I think that would be a good idea. Start from there, and then we'll try to see if that really reacts to people, and then build it up from there. So we're going to do that. We already filmed like the pilot for it, but we just have to like put a couple more things in it now. So that's going to be good. I'm actually working on another reality show tomorrow. I can't really say what it is yet, but it's about like cooking.
Okay.
So on the Food Network. So that's pretty cool. And it's totally different from VH1, MTV, something that I'm always on. And I want to like get out of that, you know? I want to get out of MTV, VH1 because I've done that already. That's like, you know, the old me, and I want to like go on to different networks now. So I'm doing that, and I just came back from Toronto. I filmed a movie out there for the Toronto Film Festival.
All right, nice.
So that's going to be cool.
Now listen, that's almost your time. Why don't you talk fast about your music? You did a video a while ago.
Yes.
Are you going to still pursue music? Are you doing music?
I still do music. Obviously, one song was a parody.
Yeah.
So people were like, but that really everybody reacted to that song. It was all over the radio. But I'm still going to do it. I like music, so I'm not going to stop, and I love like pop music, dance music, all that stuff. So I'm going to keep going with it.
What about wrestling? You're going to be getting back in the ring?
I actually am in November 5th, actually.
Oh, really? When?
Yes. It's going to be in Jersey.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be on TV. It's like a local thing.
All right.
And it's going to be me and one guy. He works on TMZ. He's a cameraman. And me and him are going to be like this tag team. And we're going to like, I'm going to fight some girls in the ring.
Now, who did you fight? That was on TNA, right?
It was on TNA.
Who did you fight? One of the girls from
Angelina. Her name's Angel.
Not the one from Frank the Entertainer. You didn't fight one of them, did you? No.
I was supposed to fight Carrie Schwartz.
Thought that would have been a good fight.
But I got into a fight on my own. I got into a fist fight with another girl.
That would have been hilarious. I would have loved to see you pull her hair out.
She's huge, that girl. She's like tall like an ostrich, right?
Yeah.
But that was supposed to happen. It never happened, unfortunately. And, oh well.
Hey, listen, just keep your eye on the tiger.
Oh, I am. Trust me. I'm definitely doing my thing, and I'm happy doing it. So.
You know what I mean? I wish you the best of luck.
Same here.
I hope you come back on the show one day. You know, keep us updated with everything.
Definitely.
All right, Angelina Pivarnick, everybody. Oh, before we go, website, Facebook. What do you have?
Okay. My Twitter is at Angelina mtvjs. And my Facebook, you could just look me up, Angelina Pivarnick. And my website is angelinapivarnick.com.
There you go. All right, cool. Angelina Pivarnick again. All right.
Cool.